Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new story. The name of the story is What If Naruto Saw Everything from Future but Was Neglected? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted story and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. Today is going to be a single upload today again, and yeah, I'm gonna be trying my best to double upload from tomorrow onwards. And do let me know what you guys think of this. I tried to tweak the audio a little bit and tried my best to suppress the noise. I know the mic is not that much of a good quality, but you might have to bear with it at least for a month or two before I get a new one, because yeah, might have to save up because the last mic was quite expensive and it got trashed after working for 2.5 years. So yeah, these sort of things are quite expensive. I had a very nice mic. It was a condenser mic used for audio studio recordings, but now I have a cheap headphone mic. So obviously the audio difference is going to be there. So I hope you guys bear with it and enjoy the stories. In the meanwhile, I'm trying my best to, as much as digitally possible, to tweak it out. So yeah, I hope this does it better. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Our story begins with an 8-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, who was currently tossing left and right in his sleep on his bed, inside his home. As he was having a dream, or something akin to a dream, which was like a nightmare, he saw himself an orphan, and then also someone who doesn't give up. He changed his people. He done it all. He became a hero and savior. He even got the approval of his parents who were dead there. But in the end, he was betrayed. After saving everyone and becoming everyone's hero, he became their biggest enemy. Why? Because he was seen as the biggest threat, since he holded the most power. Then he was executed after being drugged and paralyzed by the very woman he thought that he could trust and thought of as mother, Tsunade Senju. As Naruto woke up with a gasp, covered in sweat, drenching even his bed was. As he looked towards the outside the window, it was already sunrise. What the hell was that? As a voice from within spoke, "That was not a dream, kid. Kurama, right? Yes, my name is Kurama. I saw that vision too with you." "You saw everything?" "Yes, everything. So wait, was that true?" "It could be. It could be your future. But my parents were dead in that, and I had no sibling like I have here." "That could be true, but know this. These sorts of visions and dreams only occur very rarely. What you have seen might have been something similar to your future, as a form of a vision." As Naruto then slumped down again on his bed in a sitting position. "So, even if I work hard and become the savior, I will become their enemy? Is that it?" "Unfortunately so, I think. I'm done. I don't want to be a shinobi." And so Naruto moved downstairs, where his family was already seated and were enjoying their breakfast. "Oh, sorry Naruto, I forgot again to wake you up. It's alright, you don't need to. I'll mind my own business, as usual," said Naruto, a little bit scared from Minato and Kushina, who paused, as his siblings, Menma and Mito, his older twins, also paused. What do you mean by that, Naruto?" It's nothing. Go on ahead, enjoy your breakfast. I'll cook something for myself." "What do you mean, Naruto?" said Kushina. "Sit down, I have made your breakfast. It's just we forgot." As Kushina went to check, but there was nothing. "How about you sit down and make something for you?" "No, it's fine. You don't need to," said Naruto, looking like he was trying to just get away from them. And then he left. "I'll eat something outside," saying this. Now Minato and Kushina looked at one another. What is wrong with him? As Menma and Mito also looked towards one another. They knew that they have been paying less attention to Naruto because of their rising duties. It's just they never realized that this might have this sort of effect on Naruto. It was evening when Naruto came home, and that was the first day they noticed that Naruto had stayed the whole day outside. Kushina was pacing back and forth inside the lounge area. Let that kid get home. I'm gonna be so pissed at him. I mean, what right does he have to just go out and stay out there for the whole day? Doesn't he know that he has a family back home? And so Naruto came inside. I'm back home. As Naruto was silently tiptoeing, he froze when he saw Kushina walking towards him, arms on her hips. Where do you think you're going? Do you know how long you have been staying outside? I apologize. I did not mean to cause you any trouble. Trouble, son? We're worried about you. Why did you stay outside and not here? Don't you know that you had a training with him? I don't want to be a shinobi anymore. If that is fine with you. What? Said Minato, as even Kushina's anger vanished, replaced by confusion. What do you mean by that, Naruto? Yeah, you can train Menma and Mito. I mean, you told me after all that they are the child of prophecy and all that, right? We haven't still chosen that. You could be the child of prophecy as well, said Minato. But you told me that I lacked what they had, so I couldn't be. And besides, I don't even want to become the shinobi or whatnot. As now Minato and Kushina saw that Naruto was just trying to brush them off, so they let him be. As Naruto was walking upstairs, his siblings were standing outside his room, which was up in the attic. Naruto, we need to speak. Can it wait? I'm not, I don't want to speak right now. I'm tired, said Naruto as he went inside his room and closed the door shut. Why is he acting weird? Usually it's the other way around, Nissan. He's the one asking us to speak with him or play with him like the old times, but what happened? As back in the room, Naruto was now scared. Why? Because all he could think throughout the whole day was about the vision that he had. Everyone was against him, and he was connecting the dots. Why? Because that vision had a child of prophecy, which turned out to be him. Naruto didn't want it to die. What was the point? He tried so hard and became what he dreamed of, and all for what? Just to be killed off in the end, after being labeled as a monster. No, Naruto wasn't gonna waste his life. If anything, he just wanted to get away from here first and live his life the way he wanted. And Kurama was all for it. Because if this was his life and the ending after being the child of prophecy, then so be it. He will help the kid to get away, because this child in that vision showed that he showed compassion to not only the Konohan and the other Elemental Nation enemies, but also to the Bijus, all of them, including him, and became his best friend. You're trying too hard, kid. They're gonna get suspicious. They already might have been. I don't know, Kurama. I don't want to stay here. For the first time in years, I feel like a stranger here. Someone who has to be always on alert. You don't need to be. You're just too much paranoid. And for rightful reasons. I know, kid. I know. It's just... keep your head down. Stay calm. Nothing will happen. We'll make sure of it. I hope so, Kurama. Hope so. Yeah. And so the next morning came and Jiraiya arrived. And this time with Hiruzen Sarutobi. As Minato and Kushina witnessed that Naruto woke up on his own and had already finished his breakfast even before Kushina did. And that is when there was a knock. Naruto went upstairs immediately and stayed there, while Minato and Kushina tried to listen but couldn't, because they were seeing that Naruto's behavior for the last day and now have been different. Minato, Kushina, are you listening? No, actually... Sorry about that, Sensei. What were you saying again? Kid, what is wrong with you? Nothing, Sensei. It's just... we're worried about our son. Who, Menma? Mito? Naruto. He's acting strange. Strange? How so? He's saying that he doesn't want to be a shinobi and he's trying to be distant. Huh, isn't it what you guys wanted? Like, you told us that you wish to leave Naruto here just so you can focus on the other two. Said Hiruzen. Yeah, but it feels weird when he's doing it. Like he's deliberately trying. Call him down. He'll talk. And so Naruto was called down and he arrived reluctantly. Greetings, Hiruzen-sama. Hiruzen-sama. As that is when Minato asked, Naruto? We would like you to come with us. No, I think I'm good here. And besides, I would, like, slow you guys down and whatnot. After all, I'm not good with this. I've been trying and I failed. So, yeah, it's better if I stay here. And do what, son? Because you have to pull your own weight. I'll learn something like, pottery or painting or something like that. I don't know. Nonsense. You're from the legacy of the fourth. No legacy of his should learn such little jobs and artisan's work. You should focus on Fuinjutsu and whatnot. No, I don't want to. What? Why? I'm gonna stay away from all this. I've decided it for myself. I want to move away from Konoha as soon as I grow up. That is alright with you. Miss Minato and Kushina's eyes widen. What? Why? Go where? And leave your family? Yeah, I'll be grown up by then. As Menma and Mito, who have been eardopsing, were quite shocked as well. Did they really push Naruto that hard that he has finally snapped and decided, yeah, let's go with the flow and leave them all? As now we see, Hiruzen then said, alright son, then what do you want to become? As I told you, I don't know, merchant, something similar to that. I just want to leave. And so, Naruto, in a fit of rage by his father, was sent the most hard labor. Right? Then if you want to work hard, then you will work hard the hard way. Minato, you will learn under a farmer. Learn to farm a land and plow on your own, relying on your own strength. I accept. As Minato was taken aback because Naruto, he was being afraid of working hard as a shinobi, but he was not afraid of working hard as a labor. Fine then, we'll leave tomorrow. Pack your bags, you're moving into an apartment that I have bought. There you will be staying on your own. If you are able to take care of yourself for the years until we return, you'll be allowed to leave. I accept. And so, Naruto went upstairs to pack his bags. As Menma and Mito arrived, are you insane? What are you doing, Naruto? You're just gonna throw the family away? Look, you both joked around that you were gonna kick me out of the clan. That was only a joke, Naruto. We were just trying to rile you up and mess with you. Look, I know that you were, but I thought hard. I mean, you technically were kind of right. I mean, what's the point of me being here? All I ever do is just put your name down onto the ground, right? I don't want to do that. I want to do something of my own self. Make a name for my own self. I know you would go far ahead in your own life, so leave me be with my own. As Naruto flung his bag onto the shoulder and came outside. Anbu, as an Anbu arrived, take him to the apartment. Payment will be given to you monthly until you start earning for yourself. Is that clear? Yes. Goodbye. Have a safe journey. With that being said, Naruto left. As Kushina, he felt a little sadness, and so did Minato. I can't believe it. Did we really push him that far? I mean, I get it that we were trying to ignore him and see that he was not working hard and all, but he's still our son. Doesn't he care about us? Not one bit. It's just young blood and rebellion, that's all. That Hiruzen. He will learn. You put him in the right place. Hard labor. That will teach him. And so, the Uzumaki Namikaze family left and Naruto was sent to Hideyoshi, a farmer who lived on the outskirts of Konoha in a huge farmland. He was the sole farmer there, and he taught Naruto how to plow the land and how to start his own field. This piece of plot is yours, kid. Grow whatever you want. I just want to see fine crops. No chakra usage. You have to do this on your own. And so Naruto tried. It took him 1 year. 1 year of continuously seeing, doing, and learning the hard work. And then he began to work on the field. His own piece of plot. Then he grew corn. And it blossomed into a beautiful cornfield. Naruto had a great yeast. And once he did, Naruto sold it and got the money. He brought it in front of Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi-san, Here you go. All the money from the East that I sold. It's yours, kid. What? I told you the piece of plot is yours. Grow it. Whatever you want in it. I also meant the things you grow, you get to own it and sell it. But you helped me. You held me back. You learned and applied what I taught you on my fields, and they have grown best as well. Look, how about this? I'll pay you as well if you grow my fields alongside yours. But you have to do different things with all of them. Hi. So Naruto used some of the fields to grow crops like wheat as well as rice and some of the other stuff. And even some sugar canes as well. On the other side, he planted some trees which were fruit trees such as banana trees, apple trees, and some bushes of berries. Naruto was taking care of them and was finding them peaceful. Even his friend Kurama was, because Kyuubi was a Biju who was connected to nature, and this brought the most peace to it. I gotta tell you, Naruto, this is the best decision you have made. I know, Kurama. I don't know why, but it's just more peaceful. I've never been at this much of peace. I know. At this rate, you'll earn your freedom. I've been saving up a lot. Thanks to Hideyoshi-san. Once I'm ready, I'll leave. I'll leave from here. But that is when something unexpected happened. Naruto was at the age of 12, had been a farmer for a few years. Hiruzen has been monitoring him and was quite shocked actually that Naruto was able to pull this off. And have been happy that Konoha finally had enough yeast of things that they needed to survive without relying on other merchants and trades for higher reuse. That Naruto was left by Hideyoshi all his will, his whole plot of fields as well as his farmhouse, while he was on his deathbed. Why, Hideyoshi-san? I only became your helper because I know, kid. I heard you talk to it. As Naruto froze. Don't worry. I was just glad that it was not the monster everyone talked of it. Because you see, when I was a kid, your Mito-sama, he was in a Kyuubi-fied rage, and the Kyuubi didn't attack me. Instead, it only looked and gave me a sympathetic look before going away. From that day onwards, I believed that the Kyuubi might have emotions. Turns out it did. And knowing that you want to break free from here, I did this for you, kid. I don't care what you do after I die. Not like I have a family or anything. Sell these fields if you want to, and move out. Start somewhere fresh. Thank you, Hideyoshi-san. As the old man Hideyoshi, the farmer who taught Naruto everything, passed away, he was buried into the graveyard, as Naruto and Hiruzen were the only ones who attended. The civilians tried to take the land as it fell under the Civilian Act, but Naruto showed the documents and Hiruzen fought for him, saying that Hideyoshi has left the pieces of land to Naruto. And by that time, Minato and Kushina were already finished almost with the training, and now they were bringing Menma and Mito back so that they could apply the training that they have been taught into the physical world and grow from there onwards, because they have done whatever they could do best to teach them. And while returning, Naruto had already sold the pieces of land after growing the yeast fields and taking all the fruits for his journey into the story scroll, that was also preservation scroll as well, that he customly created from the Higurashi shop. Hiruzen had helped Naruto with this, and was even going to allow him to leave until he remembered Minato's words. I'm sorry, Naruto, but you can't leave, not without them returning. I know. I will wait. Are you sure, son, that you have to leave? You can start here. I realize that what we gave you as punishment, you turn it into a blessing, not only for yourself, but for Konoha. You really have to leave from here. Yes. It was my goal. It is why I started. I want to leave Konoha. I want to go somewhere far away and start a fresh life. I don't want to be involved with shinobi conflicts and whatnot. Why, son? I get it that you don't like being a shinobi. The years that you have spent trying to perfect and work hard has shown it. But why are you trying so hard to get away? Get away from your heritage, from your parents, your family, and from us. You wouldn't understand. I Naruto was about to tell him until the door slammed open and there stood Shinobi. Minato-sama is almost at the gates. He's returning. As Naruto remained quiet, as Hiruzen sighed and said, "Alright, let's go and greet them." As Naruto was also grabbing his bag and moved there. As soon as Minato and Kushina and Menma and Mito arrived at the gates, they saw Naruto there, coming to greet them. Minato smiled. "So, son, finally caved in, huh? Had your fun?" "Actually, I learned quite a lot." "Good to know that you did. How about you come home after picking up our bags?" "Actually, I'm leaving." "What? What do you mean by that? What does he mean?" As Hiruzen explained everything to them, Naruto worked hard and has become a perfect farmer, and even has helped out Konoha in the time of need. He was given the land by the previous farmer as a form of deed, and Naruto sold it, and now he's moving out. "Wait, what?" "Yes, I've saved up enough." "Where are you gonna go, son?" said Kushina. "I don't know, but far away from here." "The legal contract has been fulfilled." "There was no legal contract. Your word is law, so your words could be a contract. You said that if I became a farmer and learned the hard way, you would allow me to leave. I have done that. Hiruzen-sama is witness of it. Please, allow me to leave now." "Can't just leave family." "Yeah, Naruto, that is insane," said Menma. "No, it's not. I made up my mind. I can't stay here." And so, Naruto was allowed in the end to leave because Minato had no other choice as a form of Kage. As soon as Naruto stepped a foot outside and Minato retook the position of the Kage, he ordered Anbu to hunt down Naruto and bring him back, unharmed. But by that time, Naruto had boarded a boat and was moving far away from the elemental nations to the other side, where still a lot of Shinto Pantheon people lived, and the elemental nation people lived, but they rarely used chakra, just civilians, and that land was rarely ever visited by the elemental nations' villages side. Naruto moved into the small village, bought his own land, and started his own farm there, and began his earning. His honest earning. Naruto found it peaceful, and so did Kurama, because it was sunny and lush fields, and now he had a farm in them. "You know, kid, this is the best decision you might have made." "Yeah, I just don't want to stay in that conflict." "Neither did I, or my siblings, but we were thrust into it. But you? Luckily, because of that vision or dream, you got a way out." "I know. I'm glad that I got that vision." But back in Konoha, Minato was informed that Naruto was nowhere to be found, and he had boarded a boat and left. His scent was lost in the ocean. They couldn't track it even if they wanted to. Minato slammed his hand on the table, and later the conflicts began. One after the other, they were able to withstand it all. Even fought with the Shinobi Alliance against the Akatsuki, because they had no soul, meaning that full QB, which was required to power the Ten Tails, couldn't be powered, and in the end, the Ten Tails collapsed on its own self, and the other Bidus were able to were trying to break free from it, from within. And the Akatsuki and their war ended in a disaster. The elemental nations were at somewhat peace, but in the end, Minato and Kushina, when went to Gamamaru-sama, he told them they weren't the real child of prophecy. The real child of prophecy was their other son. And now they had so many questions, but it was Gamamaru who answered them. "I saw it. The child had a dream, a vision of what happened to his counterpart." "What?" "You believe that there are time and space, right?" "Yes. I use it in my technique, Flying Raiji. And just like that, there is other parallel world where time and space happens." Naruto saw a vision of himself from a parallel world, in which he, like this one, was the child of prophecy. He did everything he could, but in the end he became the biggest enemy of its people. Why? Because he was just too strong, and they didn't like strength. They didn't like the wild cards, so they took him out. His own mother figure, at the time, killed him, and that is why he became distrustful of even you all. and that shook everyone to the core. That is why Naruto started to act differently. It must have happened back then, and that is why he was desperate to get away. News spread out in Konoha, and Konohan realized just how far they are messed up in the head. They felt guilty. They wanted to apologize, but there was no Naruto there left to apologize to. Naruto was on the other side of the continent, having the time of his life, living a peaceful life in the lush fields of his farm and the trees that he had planted there and grown, the fruitful trees and bushes. Alongside Kurama, who now in the shape of a fox was able to appear near Naruto and stay there as a form of his pet and best friend. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I know the title is quite weird, but yeah, that was the best title I could come up with at the time for the current story. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Made channel, as well as this is Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.